So after long testing, here we come. We finally got a Dr. Home build, and we figured out what it is that the Dr. Home truly does. Now, the Dr. Home actually has a hidden piece on the weapon, which allows you to give what your armor is, not what 15% is, whatever the player is. It's what your armor is. So let's demonstrate some of this and go over it in this build video and show you the build and what it can do. So we're sitting here, we have my build, and we'll go over this in a second, but what I want to do is I want to talk to y'all about the Dr. Home in a little bit. What I want to do is show you some damage while I still have these stacks, kind of show you where it's going. And again, we're going to boost this up because we found out something else via Twitter, some extra things that devs are going to work on. So as you see, it's not hitting extremely hard because, again, you're trying to base this off of as much armor as you can put on your character. So you're going to see about 1405 as max on headshots and stuff like that. Now, again, this is not going to be a great build, but this is the best way to help the Dr. Home, to help your teammates out. Now, the sniper rifle, we're using that for the extra rifle damage, and we're using that for the extra headshot damage. Faster acquisition on targets, making the weapon handling on this a little bit better. Now, the Dr. Home needs to be explained a little bit. The Dr. Home gives 15% bonus armor for however much armor you have on you. So having a piece like Uzina on here, especially like the Perfect Spotter, or later on, which the devs like Morton said that they're going to be fixing focus to work with this will give it more damage if you want to go to damage wise. So finding one like this right here where you can trade the weapon damage to an armor core is going to be kind of vital. As well as, say, if you wanted to just get the regular damage right now, glass cannon with sacrifice, get you a blue one like that, crit chance, crit damage. But right now, because Uzina gives us that extra armor and Raldes is going to be the strongest talent for the Dr. Home, those are going to be the two. Now, I have this mask, and please don't get mad at me, I just don't have a regular Gilligard mask. You can go get a regular Gilligard mask and put that in here and get the same type of style as what this is. The only reason I didn't do it is I don't have a regular Gilligard mask. So the total armor we've upped by 10%, which is going to give us extra damage. But we wanted to get as much crit chance out as possible, so that's why we have the two crit chance mods in there. You can actually drop that down, get some crit damage, but again, that would just be a regular Gilligard mask. If you use the chill out, you can drop both of those crit chances off. You're going to lose 12%, and that's fine, but as long as someone else is running like a Coyotes, then you're golden. So that would allow you to put the chill out mask in here and put the two crit hit damages mods into this build. So right now, the main thing is those two pieces, because again, what it's missing is it says a marked target is killed, it will drop 15% armor repair kit, which applies to the whole party when picked up. So whatever your armor is, it gives that to your teammates. So that's why we're going for the most armor on this build possible. All armor cores, all total armor increase and everything, because that's 15% of your armor. So let's say you have a really weak person out there, really low health or armored person. You pick up a tag, you're giving them 15% of what your armor is. So that's where it makes up. So that's why we have all these armor cores everywhere. Now we have a piece of Seska to give us that extra 10%, so we can get it up to 50 and so forth. And that really does help out the build. Now, of course, the Memento backpack is pretty much the best. Now you can trade the Memento and put on, say, like a Coyotes mask here or a Catharsis if you wanted to. Again, the Coyotes would give you the more damage up close. The Catharsis would even give you personal healing, drop out that status, still get your damage out, and then you could put on like vigilance on your backpack, whatever talent you prefer, you know, like kind of go with the Grupo piece right here if you wanted to. But again, you're going to lose out on that Gilligard piece, so trying to find another piece that gives you the Gilligard with vigilance on your backpack would be better for your teammates and for you if you wanted to make it look like this instead of the Grupo. Again, you're losing a lot of damage to give your teammates all this extra healing. So this is not going to be like one of those builds that you just want to use solo. The Dr. Home is all about group play. So because of that, we use the Memento to give us those tags, to give ourselves something while we keep that Gilligard and the Uzina on, to give the healing effect to our teammates. Now again, the max you'll see probably with this is about 134 in crit hit damage. So let's show you the damage while we've traded that Memento backpack off. Now it's not going to be a huge drop, but we're talking probably about 300,000 damage. Because you saw 1,405 and we're hitting for like 1.15 or something like that. So about 300,000. We'll give an average on there, about 300,000 in damage loss. Now that's on headshots. So as we get that pulse back, we're getting like 1.3 something. So we've lost 100,000 or so in there. Again, not a huge loss, but also not that damaging. So again, that's where those tags, like you see above that, that's going to give you the tags for this and the Dr. Home tags at the same time. So if you want to make a build around this, you could possibly make it around Foundry Bulwark, because that's going to give you more total armor, and then use a piece of Gilligard and use a piece of Uzina on there if you wanted to, and that would give you even more armor. So that's going to open up a possibility of a Foundry Bulwark build, making this even stronger, because you get that armor regen and the extra armor and everything else, which might actually be beneficial. We'll find out later. But as for right now, after testing, this is the best I've come up with for damage and helping your teammates out. Now again, I'm only using this pulse drone right here because we have the perfect spotter on. That will give you the perfect spotter. And honestly, the build is a lot of fun, even on heroic. It's super survivability, just outshines everything, because you can grab tags, you can grab other tags to give yourself armor regen. Like, you're not going to die very easily with this build, unless you're just standing out in the open and a Chong is just blasting you or something like that, or a LMG guy who's just ripping you a new butthole. So again, if y'all also didn't notice, the skill tiers on here are finally showing all 6. Like, you got 6 blues and 1 yellow, so it's kind of actually got 7. But I don't know if anybody else has noticed that as well, that they fixed that to show properly as well too.